Get started. Like the video as you guys come in. Let's have a conversation. Because the industry, there's going to be more and more stuff that's going to be coming out. You better believe. You better believe. And whoever's tied to conversation of, and I told y'all this a while ago. Who else saw something, knew something, or was around it? How many people are on video with the concerns in regards to if something falls down the pipeline and people didn't say anything or didn't do anything? Let's play the disclaimer. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Okay, so recently, if you did not know, let me generally catch you up. It's being reported that Dawn Richards filed a lawsuit against Diddy. 55, 56 pages, something like that. In regards to her experience with him, working with him, being around him, her lawsuit comes after... Let's see. Cassie's lawsuit was November, December of last year. So we're in September. So Diddy's lawyer, of course, spoke out and basically saying that this is like a money grab or whatever. Judge, jury will have to decide what's going on. Like I said in other videos, Diddy hasn't been charged with anything. His house was raided. Houses were raided. We will see what happens down the pipeline. We will see what will transpire. We will see who's involved. Some people say, what's going to happen this month? What's going to happen next month? There was a grand jury that formed in regards to some of his lifestyle choices, friendship choices, relationship choices, and a judge jury will have to decide if there was any wrongdoing, any proof of wrongdoing. And it's concerning, y'all, that in a world that we live in, if Dawn went through all of that, Cassie went through all of that, sometimes phones being taken, working for days, not allowed to go home, sleep, eat. All comments are alleged in regards to her case. Now, I didn't go over the legal documents. There are legal people that's doing that. But what I did talk about is what she mentioned her experience was. Making the band, working with him in Danity Kane, working with him in whatever the other group she was in. It was Diddy, her, and another young lady. And she explained some of her experiences in regards to working long hours, basically saying he don't really sleep, and just in a controlled environment. And it sounds similar to other guys in the industry. And then being in a situation where they're supposed to be somewhere, he didn't send a car, they had to get their own car, get there. There's a conversation going on in the hallway, and then they're escorted out into a vehicle in the cold. And Dawn calls her father and says, hey, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I'm concerned. I'm scared. Dad gets there. All comments are alleged because if she has proof of her calling him, texting him, maybe there's conversation of them texting back and forth around that time frame, judge, jury will have to decide. But in her lawsuit, it's deep and concerning. It's deep and concerning. The father gets there. Where's my daughter? Was my daughter? Then it's basically like, don't mess with your daughter's career. Don't ruin, because he had said he's going to call the police. He was like, don't mess with your daughter's career. And then basically telling Dawn, don't call your father unless you're in the hospital. But it was being reported that she did get hospitalized, allegedly. All comments are alleged. She did get hospitalized because of exhaustion, not eating right. And it was almost to the fact that he didn't care. And then you have a father that's so concerned about their daughter. Now, when you look at other videos in regards to, Dawn has done videos. Back then, she might have said what she said out of fear. Out of fear. Who knows? And that's the biggest thing. A lot of times in these environments, it's being said that their phones are taken. And unless you had a diary or proof of text messages, recorded a person outside of being in their presence, sending it to a friend. Nowadays, you got to be so careful with people for your safety. If there's ever a situation, get somebody on the phone, have them get on the phone, call the popos if you have a problem. There's just so many things in regards to what Cassie went through and what Dawn is alleging she went through. Now, mind you, Diddy's attorney spoke out, said that, they're going to try and do everything they can to get it dismissed. Same with the $100 million lawsuit that he has going on. They're going to try and do everything they can to get that dismissed. Ladies, just be careful who you get involved with. If you ever start seeing a controlled situation, that control continues. How they treat you, right or dislike you, it continues and it gets worse. Cassie was able to get out from dating the trainer. Baby, I am sure when she got with that trainer and she was out of that situation, I'm sure she was so happy night after night after night to be safe and not to be around somebody of what her lawsuit states. Let's say it that way. And what she alleges. Now, you got Dawn. That's also saying things. Now, this is the biggest thing, everybody. We have to ask ourselves if other people are going to come out and speak out against. If other people are going to come out and speak out against. What other famous people are going to be affected? Be a part of? If there is any type of case that comes out. But everybody keeps saying, what's taking so long? This is years and years of allegation. That's what's taking so long. And if what their success rate is, they're trying to cross every T, dot every I. If these allegations are true, and if who was a part of and didn't do anything, that's the concerning part. Who worked for, didn't do anything, who was a part of the staff, what they saw. I'm sure there was NDAs, phones taken. People just nowadays have to be safe. The industry is an interesting place. Y'all see that the industry, the famous people that have risen and fallen is concerning. And hopefully there's going to be a better shift, that some of the things that these people went through within the last 30 years, it stops now. It stops now. Because we we see what happened with other prior people to Diddy. I have to watch the names I say. I want to say some of them, but I can't. It's almost like it didn't seem like he slowed down, even though he saw what happened with this person, that person, and them having problems with the law. Y'all know which cases I'm talking about. But the biggest thing is Dawn speaking up and saying that Diddy allegedly did things in front of Usher, Neo, according to Dawn. Could you imagine? Usher's at the height of his career. Neo's basically talking about he wants to have several women to date. I want to say this. There's several cases that are out there. I think this is what, the 7th, 8th case. It makes you raise your eyebrow and say, wow, who has any good stories? Who has any good memories? Because remember, it used to be who he would roll deep with. Just think about who he rolled deep with. But prayers go out to Cassie, because I could not even imagine what she's continuing to experience here, what she's going through, what she's going to continue to go through. I could not imagine what Cassie's feeling and thinking. She has a family. She's now a mom. She's now a wife. When things go in the media, in the news, it has to bring trauma back up. It has to bring anxiety back up. If anybody has experienced similar things, which Cassie alleged and what Dawn has alleged, some of these women are being this is a trigger warning, the video is, reintroduced to what their experience was. So if these people did see something and didn't say something, that's the concerning part. That's the concerning part. That's the concerning part. That's the concerning part, everyone. That's the concerning part. And it's basically, they were saying that they were at dinner. My biggest thing is Dawn has filed the lawsuit, and she hasn't been the only one. There's been many, many, many lawsuits. Will Usher speak up? Will Neo speak up? Are they going to be quiet? It seems as if some of the famous people are doing a lot right now to get different businesses out there. Have y'all noticed that? Certain people are bringing out products after products, doing this, doing that. Is it because they're concerned about what could transpire over the next several months? Will their name be brought up in different situations? My prayers go out to any women that has experienced any concerns with any men, any husbands, any boyfriends. My prayers go out to Cassie and Dawn. Because whatever they experience with all the lawsuits and all the stuff that's been going on, it's almost like it's a reintroducing possibly what they've had going on. This is, and some will say, was she doing different interviews the way she was doing the interviews? And then there was an interview she did speak of. And you got to go back and listen to the interview what she said. When people say what he is, I mean, there's things I could say. I'm just cautious about what I say, y'all. I'm just cautious. I wanted to do this video. I don't know if I'm going to do a longer one. I'm about to take care of some stuff. But prayers go out to Dawn. She was in a group with him and Diddy, and there was another young lady. Will that other lady speak out? Will he try to settle this case with Dawn? Because if she comes out with more and more and more information, are some of these guy friends or people going to say, defamation, I wasn't there? So that's why I'm saying it's all alleged. You know, are some of his friends going to be like, settle all these cases? We don't want to be dragged in your stuff. Do what you got to do to settle it. We don't want to be dragged in it. Be careful who you friends with. I mean, Usher is at the height of, he just did the Super Bowl last year. He was in Vegas, having great shows. Neo, I don't really know what Neo's doing. I know he went through a divorce a year or two ago, but my prayers go out to Cassie because I cannot even imagine stuff keeps coming out after she filed her lawsuit. The ball hasn't stopped rolling down the hill. The ball hasn't stopped rolling. Like the video as you guys come in. I have 8 people in the room and I only have 1 like. Please like the video as you guys come in. But, if this is true, that they notice things, will they be called in? Will they be called to do a, what's when you have people come in and your question, will they get served to speak on her behalf of what they saw, what they didn't see? Prayers go out to Dawn. Prayers go out to Cassie. If Cassie wouldn't have got with that trainer, baby. And then you figure Young Miami spoke out and she's trying to say she didn't experience that. Whatever said, people know who they can play with. People know who they can do stuff to. People know who will accept and won't accept, even if you have a father, a brother, or uncle. Sometimes young ladies don't want to bring their family in it because they don't want their dad or their uncle or their brother to go to jail. So you have to remove yourself comfortably. If you feel something, see something, record it. In cities or states that you're in, record it so you could hear and say, this is concerning. This person's not good for me. I need to move on. I need to be safe, not just for myself, but for my family. You can't take everybody around your family. You cannot. You cannot take everybody around your family. Because you never know what people are thinking at times. So prayers go out to Cassie. Prayers go out to Dawn. I wish everyone well. There's other pages that's doing deep dives. If more people come out, we'll continue. I just wanted to put this on the page, speak about it. Like I said, Dawn filed like a 55, 56 page lawsuit against Diddy. Cassie's case was settled, but Diddy's attorneys tried to say, even though he paid her off, that doesn't mean that he was at fault of what happened with her. Okay. Will Usher speak out? Will Neo speak out? Will, this other person in the right-hand corner, his name is Jimmy. Are these allegations true? All comments are alleged, but I hope everyone have a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Everyone, have a great day. Be safe. Check on your mothers. Check on your sisters. Check on your nieces. Tell them to get out of a situation if there is a situation, but be safe and make smart choices. We don't want uncles and brothers to go to jail because some guy is not right upstairs, But my prayers go out to everyone. Have a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Everyone, be blessed. Be safe. Goodbye.